What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and today, I'm sure you saw in the title, I will be leaving Noir. And I know what some of you guys are probably thinking, so I'm like, I need to make sure that I also address that. I mean, I've had this decision. I forgot what video I posted. Some of you guys called me out. We're like, "Yo, we saw what that mail said." Right, we saw what that mail said. We know that you're leaving TFS. So before I get into a little bit more details and what's going on and stuff like that, let me show you guys the mail, okay? Personal mail, right here. So I'll read it to you guys. After some thought and recent news that we are skipping KVK, this complicates my content creation plan of having offset accounts. Having this recent news, I will be migrating my account to another kingdom, and my alt account will go to G1 server. Disclaimer, this has nothing to do with Noir leadership, as I very much have a lot of respect for Saturo and the leadership. To all the fighters of Noir, it has been a great 2 seasons with you guys, and appreciate every single one of you guys, and looking forward to seeing you guys in the future and in the streams. To the new players joining Noir, my sincere apologies to you guys who wanted to fight alongside of me, but as you may know, I need to make decisions based off content and what puts food on the table for me and my family. Love, Guns. So as some of you guys know, I did make a previous video saying that I was going to stay in Noir, that I wasn't going to leave because of everyone leaving, right? And that was my plan, right? I was like, okay, but the new mages are coming out. Like, I'm a main mage and I'm a content creator. How could I not have the new mages right away, right? Ultimately, I had to make the decision. If I was going to go anywhere else, it was going to be either Echo or TFS, right? And out of respect for my boy Jason, believe it or not, guys, I didn't go to Echo, right? I didn't go to Echo for that reason. As you guys know, me and freaking Jason, we've had our differences, but it's been a vibe, man. It's been a vibe in Team Fest. And that goes to your guys' probably next question. Where are you going? I'll be going with my main account to TFS. My alt account is either going to go to the Sheesh Alliance or drop a comment on the video. Where else? Right now I'm thinking either the Sheesh Alliance with YY or my boy Captain Cod. I mean, it's a 92 million power account, right? And it has to be offsetted with the TFS season. So that's gonna what you see here when I put that my content creation plan of having offset accounts is gonna be off now. So with Noir skipping to KVK, that was gonna put TFS and Noir in the same freaking in the same, like, how do you say it, timeline. Meaning there's a chance that Noir and TFS could fight each other. So that's a big problem, right? That's a big problem. I spoke with Saturo and he's like, yeah, I totally get it. You're going to make decisions based off, for your content. This is what you're doing for a living right now. So I totally understand, right? And nothing against Sato for sure. I will get into some things that I did notice though, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff for you guys. So with that being said, I was like, you know what? Where am I having the most fun at? And dude, let me tell you that the TFS on my alt account, I had a lot of fun, dude. I had a lot of fun. And then I heard that Strange and her crew were coming to TFS, dude. That I vibe with TFS heavy, right? And everyone else, and like a few other people that are coming in with Strange's group, and then my boy Jake in there, and also Jason. I was like, dude, I gotta go to TFS with my main account, even though TFS is not gonna be in contender for like top 3 or top 5, right? It doesn't matter to me right now. To me right now, it's just enjoying the game and be chilling in the Discord with people that I hang out with a lot. In Noir, I no longer had that. As you guys know, my boy Grey Balls left to MFD, my boy Greyballs was the only one in Noir that I was really like talking to as much in Noir. It was strange. Obviously, they announced that they were leaving, so with Strange leaving, everyone else leaving, I wasn't really talking to too many people in Noir. So going into some of the things that I noticed in Noir. A lot of you guys are like, why did Noir fall? Oh my god, dude, the amount of trolling that I saw a lot of people doing in the Discord, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed because unfortunately, one of the things that I've noticed in the COD community, it's like a very like mob kind of mentality. Like, boom, someone says something about, for example, Sato, and bam, just everyone starts going crazy, making memes, making jokes, bro. This is like bullying tier 1. Like it's not cool, guys, at all. Like, regardless of what Sato had going on in the alliance, or he didn't, because I have zero clue. I've obviously heard rumors and whatnot, right? We need to do our best. And I say this, and I just share this with you guys because, you know, this is my channel, and I always want to share with you guys like my mindset. I'm like, some of you guys go a little too far, man. You guys don't think about it, like what kind of effect that you can have on people's mental health when you're just constantly in their head saying this, that, pointing the fingers, and you guys know exactly who it is in the Discord that are doing these things, and to be honest, that is not cool, bro. So if you are part of that, hopefully nothing like this happens again. And I get it, bro. I get it. People love drama. But one thing is like a little jab, right? A little jab or whatever, and you kind of move on. But another thing is like you literally kept talking crap until Sato left the Discord, and that was not cool, bro. That was not cool. That definitely opened my eyes a little bit. I'm like, wow. Some people didn't even know Sato. They were just like, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's crazy, right? But anyways, don't be bullies, guys, okay? Moral of the story, don't be bullies. People have feelings, man. Now, some of the things that I noticed with Noir, right? Because some of you guys were like, well, what the hell happened with Noir? Like, what happened? One of the things I will say, and I'm not going to say any names, right? One of the things I noticed that there was a change in leadership. When the change in leadership happened, the vibe was just off. The vibe was just off, right? I'm like, something's going on, bro. Like, no one's really in Discord. No one's really communicating. Like, what is happening? You know what I mean? And then ultimately I saw Strange was no longer in R4. I was like, maybe Strange got into it with them a little bit, or SP. I don't know. I didn't ask zero questions. And even to this day, obviously I've heard rumors and whatnot, but even to this day, I never like really asked them. At least I don't think I did. Yeah, I never really asked them anything about that. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is for those R4s and R5s in the community. You guys need to be careful with how you guys choose your leadership, right? Because when it comes to like choosing your leadership, one thing is like if you're the R4 or R5 and you're like, this person's good. But in a team, you got to make sure that you're asking yourself like, how do they work together? Are they going to work well with everyone else? Like, what's the situation, right? Because one thing, guys, is like if a R1, R2, R3 leaves, right? And they didn't kind of have like influence on the alliance, because everyone has a certain set of influence. But you know who has crazy amounts of influence? R4s, R5s. Obviously R5s, right? But especially R4s. When you got players like Strange, Stretch, Santa, and a few other people that announced their goodbyes in Noir, like, dude, they have people that like them and vibe with them in the Discord, so they're gonna follow them where they go, you know. And that's exactly what happened. Like, yes, sure, there was some internal stuff obviously happening with Noir, but the main thing was that the internal stuff happened at the upper level. So with that being said, you know, it wasn't like, oh my god, Sato's such a horrible leader, Noir's falling apart, you know what I mean? In my opinion, it has nothing like that, bro. It's nothing like that. So when you go there, sorry, someone knocked on my door and straight up straight up through my whole train of thought off. Yeah, so when you got people like Strange leaving, dude, that's gonna send a rippling effect. On top of that, big players quit the game, guys. Fluffy Waffles quit the game, right? Tanjiro quit the game. Freaking who else quit? My boy Perch quit the game. Dude, the list goes on, guys. And if I forgot your name, I apologize. If you're watching this, you're like, this motherfucker, I don't even play this game no more. He forgot my name. Like, I apologize. Okay, I'm sorry. But a lot of people quit the game, dude. A lot. Then it brings on to the next point. Did they quit because Noir had boring KVKs? Right? Do I think that played a factor into it? Yes, I do think it played a factor. Do I think it played a major factor into it? Yes and no, and I can't answer that question specifically because I'm not them, right? I can't say, right? But what I will say is, now 2020 hindsight, I do think that Noir probably should have took a little bit of a tougher KVK. And I've only been with Noir for 2 seasons. So I think probably one tough KVK that kind of builds that camaraderie amongst the troops was probably definitely needed. And there's no line about that. Now, do I blame Diplo, the way Diplo was handled last season with whole like GG and everything? I don't blame it for like, oh, we got GG on our side, because being Noir, I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm just speculating here. Being Noir, I'm pretty sure people speculated like, look, people are gonna do crazy Diplo against them, so we gotta make sure that our side is strong up here in the north side of the teams, you know. So I get where it was coming from, but ultimately it ended up backfiring because the South, which was if I remember right, Echo, BXS, and NTS, they didn't want to play together. I don't know exactly whose fault that was. I'm sure you guys know whose fault that was, or who to point the finger, but that didn't work out. At that point, me personally, I would have been like, I would have told my ally, like, look, guys, I know we agreed to be allies, but this looks pretty lopsided. We're going to have to make some adjustments to actually make this KVK a little bit better, right? But yeah, that was pretty much it. So like, that kind of addresses some of the major things that like people were concerned about Noir. Now, a lot of people are like, Noir's gonna die now. Bro, Noir is not gonna die. A lot of the players that are leaving Noir already moved into some other alliance. Where are they at? Let's see. Alliance Merits right here. So you got Santa, TFS Icon, Kikazoid, Vile, sorry, Paper Cuts, Navegador, Therapy Session. I don't know who that is. Stretch, Strange, Viper, Teddy, Santa, Nephisto, SP, Wally. Like, okay, those are some of the ones that we know. There's still some people within the alliance, like myself, that are gonna leave. And my wife. I don't know of anyone else, because I personally haven't messaged anyone in Noir, and I don't even care. You could even see in my PMs. All my PMs are public. You guys know this, right? So if you message me in PMs, like, I will be very honest with you guys. So with that being said, is Noir gonna die? No, I don't think Noir is gonna die, because once everyone leaves, I think Noir will probably be like 17 billion at the least. And when you have someone like Sato that has the experience, I feel like he could definitely, even with the 17, bro, you're 17 billion power, and they already told, or a lot of people, they told a lot of people that were inactive to leave or whatever. So like, you're 17 billion, like, slim, like, you are still a force to reckon with. I've had people in Alliance, in YouTube stream chat saying like, oh, Noir's so dead now, like, what alliance are you from? And then they would tell me, and then they'll be like, no offense to those of you guys that are under 12 billion power, they'll be like a 10 11 billion power alliance. I'm like, bro, Noir will stomp you, bro. Like, what? Yes, is Noir going through, but like I said, are people perfect? No. are, you know what I'm saying? But mistakes are gonna happen, and from what I know, talking with Sato and just his like level of planning that goes into it, I mean, there's a reason why Noir was number one for a while. There's a reason why Jason had a number one alliance for a while, right? There's a reason why other alliances had number ones for a while, right? Can't think of them at the top of my... Oh yeah, TA at the time. There's a reason why. There's a reason why, whether it was a group effort or whatever, like they can do it, right? For example, one of the things that I always say about Noir, and I still strongly do believe, I think that Sato is probably one of the best Roots of War leaders in the game. I know how, trust me, I got ears everywhere. I know how Echo does it. I know how all the top games or teams play. I know all their plans. I know everything, right? Because that's something that I look at as far as like League. And dude, let me tell you, bro, the Noir Roots of War, every single march is accounted for. Every single march, you have a role to play. Sometimes that role can be pretty boring, but because I had one, my role has been garrison leader and rally leader, and my job was to freaking swarm anything coming to my objective. So it was not very fun, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. Anyways, I'm saying that stuff, guys, out of respect for Noir, aka Sato, and the leadership that still remains here in Noir. For people to bash Noir and say the things that they have been saying is crazy, man. Like I told you guys, it went too far, dude. It went too far. You guys know it went too far. You know, I know not everyone was partaking in it, but yeah, it wasn't cool. So with that being said, guys, I don't think Noir is gonna die per se, because there is a few people that came to Noir not knowing what was happening with Noir. Right now, you can't blame those players. You can't blame those players by any means, because no one can really predict this. This can happen to anyone, and ultimately, it happens to everyone, right? In terms of like breaking apart. Look at TFS. They were number one. They broke apart. Echo was born, right? TA was broken into God knows how many different pieces now. You know what I mean? And like before they lost their top spot. So it's like it happens to everyone. So one of the things to take from my video, guys, is for you guys to listen to the things that I have been saying and put it in your toolbox and try to learn from everyone. So you know, above everything, guys, we gotta have respect for each other. You guys know one of my rules, even within my stream chat, I'm always saying like, hey, competitive banter, all good, but when you start coming at people personal, you just cross the line, bro. That is crossing the line by a long shot, and that is not cool. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff going on in the community, as you guys may know. There's a lot of drama going on right now between names that we will not say, that you guys know who, which I hope gets resolved rather quickly, because it's not good for our community. Anyways, guys, yes, I chose TFS. I told you guys I've been vibing over there. I've been chilling. Yeah, even when everyone migrates to TFS, we might only be 9 or 10 billion, but like, we're chilling. We're vibing. All right. Even without you know, being in war or whatever, like people are still just vibing, hanging out. Look, let me show you something. And this is live. Look at this. We're not even doing anything crazy. And look at this. You got people just hanging out in there. You all right? You got people just hanging out in here. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes down, bro. That's just how TFS is. It's a pretty close-knit group. You know, so some of you guys, a lot of you guys actually has messaged me about TFS, and I'm like, look, guys, I'm not a recruiter for them, right? But if you are interested, make sure you message Jason or Tiny or my boy Jake, or really any R4, and I'm sure that they'll point you to the right direction. And I told you guys this, you like with the Baby Guns account, I was like, bruh, this is a story that I want to be a part of, right? The comeback of freaking TFS, you know. So, and now I vibe with them so hard that I'm like, fuck it, I'm bringing my main, I'm bringing my wife, Ooh, shout out to the wife. She just hit 100 million power, and we're just gonna go vibe and hang out with the boys. You know, I already told my boy Gray. I know he just got to MFD, but I'm like, hey, bruh. Anytime, you know, if you feeling like taking a little vacation from MFD, which he says he loves MFD, by the way, guys. So shout out MFD. Y'all doing good things out there. Shout out Abda. But I was like, hey, if you get bored, let me know. I got your passports, bro. I'll bound for you. He's like, what? Yeah, Abda's like, you mother effer, freaking taking my players already. They hasn't even played a season yet. Hey, that's my boy though. That's my little boy Gray. That's my little brother, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, even my boy saying, Echo, if you're hearing this, I got you, my boy. Just let me know. Now Saad's gonna be like, oh, this mofo right here. No, guys, but I'm excited. I figured I'd make this video for you guys. That way you guys hear from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Not like, oh, like guns might be going here, guns might be going there. Like, you can just hear it straight from me. And if you still have any questions, put it in the comment section, and I'll gladly answer any questions. Also, if you have any other ideas for my alt account to go, Baby Guns account, let me know, guys. If you made it this far in the video, things that I would be looking at: one, if I want to be there anyways, and two, if they're gonna help me with these passports, because these passports are hella expensive. So if you fit those two criteria, let me know, guys. Let me know. We can make something happen. 1 second, Pops. I'm recording a video right now. Yes. He was banned from his iPad. I'm like, sure, dude. I'm working here. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited. On top of that, above everything, guys, like, and I said it earlier, like, have some respect for each other, man. Competitive banter is one thing, but you know, crossing the line's another, bro. Crossing the line's another thing. You know, definitely is. Definitely is. But anyways, guys, with that being said, I hope that you guys are excited for my main account being over in TFS, and then for my alt account, we'll see where it goes. I mean, like I said, it might be my alt account, but don't get it twisted, bro. Don't get it twisted. I got 17 million merits over there. So it's not like I'm not active. You know what I mean? 17 million merits is pretty high. I would say that's like top 50, 60% of most alliances. With top alliances, of course. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I waited days to drop this video, and I feel like, you know what? The time's right now. I was sitting here. I was like, you know what? I think the time is right. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and my transparency with you guys and me sharing with you guys how I feel, right? Like, this is my channel, and this is my home, and I obviously welcome all you guys to my home. So you guys just get a little insight to what's going on in my brain and the way that I think about things, right? Some of you guys may agree, some of you guys may disagree, some of you guys might say BS. It is what it is. People talk at the end of the day, you know? With that being said, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on the video, guys, okay? If you're enjoying the content and don't want to miss out on the content, hit that sub button, turn on that bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.